Hey guys, it's Tois here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to complete the LIGUE Squad Builder Challenge the cheapest and easiest way. As of right now, this will set you back around 300,000 coins on both consoles. However, that price is subject to change as I'm recording this video just a couple of hours after the release of the SBC. So I'll leave a link down below to Footbin, and that will show you the exact price of the SBC as of the moment you're watching the video. Now, in return for completing it, you get yourself a 90 rated SBC Cavani card with some really good stats, as well as 22,500 coins and 20 free packs. These vary from 45k, 25k and 15k packs all the way down to some silver packs and some Electrum players packs as well. So you do get a lot back in terms of not only packs and coins, but also getting a very good player. So you could actually make a lot of coins back from this, so it could only cost you about 100k or so if you get lucky in the pack. So if you guys do enjoy the video, I'm going to be showing a lot of cheap ways to complete these SBCs. A lot of the times you can use players out of position in positions where normally you'd have to use a very expensive player, and that really cuts down on the overall cost of the SBC. So if you guys do enjoy, don't forget to leave a like. If we can smash 200 likes, that'll be awesome. And also if you guys are new around here and you could subscribe, that'll be awesome. I'm trying to hit 50,000 subscribers before the end of the year, so every new subscription is much appreciated. But without further ado, let's go on into the SBC. So we've got 20 teams to complete, and the first of which is Amiens. To complete this, you need 11 players from the club. You also need at least a 70 rating overall with 95 chemistry. As you guys can see, this is the team I've used. Only silver cards. I haven't actually used anyone out of position apart from the midfield, where I've just used CDMs rather than centre mids. But apart from that, no big position changes there. But you guys can see these are the players I've used: Gertner, El Hajam, Adenon, Guano, Debassi, Goje, Fenemej, Ngosso, Baraji, Bordeaux and Charrier, and then Konate finishing off the team. So we get a prime silver players pack for completing that. Next up is Angers, and to complete this I've used two players out of position. We've got a left back at right back. That's just because this club have 3 left backs, and for that reason they're quite cheap. So I've gone with one at right back, and then I've gone with one in the midfield just because their midfielders are a little bit more expensive. Apart from that though, everyone is in their right positions. Going over the players, we've got Michel, Andra, Thomas, Pavlovic, Cisse, Mancha, Fujini, Koulibaly, Sunu, Guillaume and Tois finishing off the team. That gives me a premium Electrum players pack, and I'll be opening all of these up at the end of the video. We then have AS Monaco, and to complete this I've used a CDM in at centre back just because they're a little bit expensive, and then a goalkeeper at left mid, so I don't use Lamar as he is again quite an expensive player. 2 bronze up front, so quite a cheap one actually, and you do get a small rare gold players pack in return. So I think that is 6 rare gold players in one pack, which is not too bad. In goal we've gone with Badashlich, I've then gone with Sidibe, Miete, Jemison, Congolo, Gezal, Tielemans, Borchilia, Benaglio, Sila and Chaibi finishing off the team. That is one of the more expensive squads, setting you back around 20,000 coins, but still you do get a decent reward. Next up we've got Saint Etienne, and to complete this you can see this is the team I've used. Everyone is actually in the right position, so a pretty basic and easy one to complete right here. And going through the players that I've used, we've got National, Pierre Gabriel, Théophile Catherine, I don't know why all these players have such long names, Pogba, his brother, Silva, Cabela, Susi, Diusi, Hamuma, Suderland and Bamba finishing off the team. So again, we're going to submit that, and that gives me a 15k pack that time. Next up we've got Dijon, and to complete this the players I've used out of position are a left back at right back just because they've got a couple of left backs, so you can do that quite cheaply, and then a left mid in at centre mid just to make it a little bit cheaper there. So going over the players, we've got Leroy, Bukamutu, Varoy, Yambere, Hadidi, Kwang Chang-hoon, Sleety, Lautau, Amalfitano, Tavares and Said finishing off the team. I get a 7.5k pack for completing that. Next up we have got Gangon. Now to complete this team you can see these are the players I've used. I've gone with a left mid in at left back, and then a goalkeeper in at centre mid just there. And going over the players I've used, we've got Petric, Akoko, Kerbrat, Sordon, Coco, Dido, Salibu, Johnson, Diallo, Camara, Turam, and there we go, that is the full squad I've used there. So we're going to submit that. You get a 25k pack for that, so not too bad at all. Next up we've got Metz. This gives you a prime silver players pack. The players I've used out of position, I've got a goalkeeper in the right mid position, and that is it. So going over the players, we've got Didilon, we've got Efuba Aisi, Walscheid, Selimovic, Naikate, Kudabadi, Phillips, Bernardo, Mazes, Koyade, Rue and Niane finishing off the team down there. So we're going to quickly submit that. Next up we've got Tois. Now to complete this you can see I've used a centre back, or in the centre back position rather, I've used a goalkeeper, and then I've used a centre back in at CDM, so I could just swap this around actually like that, and that would work there. You could use, for example, a bronze player in here. Can you actually use this guy here? No, you can't because of rating. Had to use him in there. So as you guys can see, in the goalkeeper position, I've got Samassa, we've then got Confais, Heral, Giraudon, Traore, Zelani, Belogu, Ben Sada, Pele, Azoum, Caceres, and there we go. That finishes off that team there. We get a premium goal pack. That's a 7.5k pack. Not too bad there. Next, so we've got Girondin de Bordeaux. Now to complete this, I've used a right back at centre back and also a CDM at centre back. Apart from that, everyone's in the right position. Going with the players, we've got Benoit Costil, Gadjic, Sabali, Toulalon, Punje, Varda, Sankare, Otavio, Cafu, Depreville, and Camano finishing off the team. And that gives me another one of those small rare gold players packs. We've then got Nonce. Now to complete this, you can see this is the team that I've used. A goalkeeper in at right back, and that is it there in terms of position changes. So in goal we've got Tataransu. We then have Oliero, Awazam, Palwa, Mwambe, Kriyan, Toure, Loki, Nakulma, Rongier, and Koulibaly there finishing off the team. So again, we're going to submit that. We get another one of those small rare gold player packs, I believe. Next up, we've got, I believe this is Montpellier. And to complete this, the players I've used out of position, I've got a centre mid in at striker, and that is it. So going over the players I've used, we've got Leconte, Aguilar, Hilton, Pocorni, Poiti, Mbenza, Fito, Sanson, Dolly, Cessignon, and Ciel finishing off the team, and we get a 25k pack. So you actually get so many good packs in return for this. I would 100% recommend completing it. If you've definitely got some of the players I invested for this, so I got these players really cheaply, and for that reason I'm going to hopefully make a lot of profit from this. Next up we've got Lille. Now they only have 3 centre backs, and you need 3 centre backs for this. So I'd recommend trying to use a left back or a right back. I went with a random bronze left back, and then also I went with the CDM in the centre back positions, and then I've gone with the right back in at right mid as well. So that's because I think they've got this guy here, Pepe, who I got for like 4k. The other right winger is 15k for a silver, so crazy expensive. So go with the right back there if you can. Just use players out of position in the centre back and winger positions. If not, you're going to have to spend a lot of coins, as wingers and centre backs are really expensive from this team. So going over the players, we've got Jagobic, Mendel, Alonso, Maya, Malqui, Benzia, Amudu, Arogu, Pepe, Ponce, and Farage finishing off the team. And we get a prime mixed players pack, which I think is a mixture of silvers, bronzes, and golds in that pack right there. Next up, we've got Nice. And to complete this, I've used a right back in at left back. I've used a CDM converted to centre mid in the left mid position, and then I've used a centre mid in the right mid position there as well. And we get a premium Electrum players back in return. So we've got Cardinal in goal, Souquet, Sarr, Le Marchand, Jallet, Marcel, Cosiello, Mendy, Rafan Trania, Player, and Le Bion there, finishing off a full French team for Nice. Next up, we've got Olympique Lyon. So moving on to some of the more expensive teams. Their centre-backs are really expensive, so I just used a right back and a left back and a centre-back. I think they have 4 left backs, so they're really cheap. You can get away with using some of them. Apart from that, though, everyone's in the right position. Going over the players, we've got Gourgelon, Raphael, Ngonier, Tete, Marçal, Martins Pereira, Toussaint, Aouar, Traore, Malouda, and Depay. There we go. So we're going to complete that one there. And that gives me a decent reward there, which is a 15k pack. Next up, we've got Olympique Marseille, one of the more expensive, if not the most expensive teams. Their defenders are really expensive, so for right back, I used Mandanda there. You can just use a random player, get the cheapest you can find. And then in the attacking midfield position, I used Mitroglou, converted down from striker to centre forward. So going over the players I've used, Esales in goal, Mandanda, Kamara, Nlate, Evra, Zamba and Guisa, Luis Gustavo, Torvin, Campos, Mitroglou, and Germain finish off the team, and we get a 45k pack for that. So even though it's really expensive, you do get a good reward in return. And then got PSG, again a very similar reward, a 45k pack. For this, I'd recommend using a right back and a centre back, and then a goalkeeper in the left wing position. Apart from that, everyone's in the right position, apart from Ben Arthur, although he is in a good position there, getting good chemistry. I actually converted him up to the striker position from attacking midfield. I used him as a centre forward, and he gets good chemistry in the team, because if not, their only other strikers are Cavani and Mbappe. So in goal, we've got Trapp, we then have Georgia, Meunier, Kimpembe, Kazawa, Pastore, Rabiot, Motta, Lucas, Ben Arthur, and Dijon finishing off the team. So another 45k pack in return is not too bad at all. Next up, we've got Rennes. Now to complete this, I've used a lot of bronzes and a lot of silvers as well. and I've actually used a right mid at right back and also a centre back at left back. Apart from that though, everyone's in the right position, so we've got Mboli, Ribelin, Benziabi, Gunanon, Mexa, Andre, Huno, Gourcuff, Sal, Lamogne, Tell and Thomas finishing off that team there. So we're going to quickly submit that, and that is going to give me, what do we actually get? A rare gold pack, so a 25k pack, not too bad. We then have Caen, and they actually have one of these positions in the right mid position there, blocked off, so you can't use any players there, so a little bit cheaper. And I used a left back. Oh, you can just swap that around. So a left back in there. I used a goalkeeper in the left mid position, as they only have one left mid. And then I converted, I believe it was an attack midfielder or a striker, to centre forward. Not sure which, but I moved him into that centre forward position to get the chemistry there. Although you don't actually need to do that. I only did that because originally I had that left back in at left mid. So you don't actually have to do the position change there. Apart from that though, everyone is in the right position, and that one is all good. So going over the players, we've got Dreyer, Gilbert, Genevois, De Silva, Dabo, the random player there, then Sanko, Oncolo, Vercutre, Quaco and Santini finishing off the team. And that gives me a premium Electrum players pack. Moving on, we've then got the final two teams. The first is Strasburg, a full silver team. Although they have so many silver players in each position, it actually isn't too expensive. I did use a right back in the left back position. Apart from that though, everyone is in the right position, apart from a goalkeeper in the centre back position as well. And going over the players I used, we've got Kamara, Lala, Ujbeichi, Salmier, Fulquier, Nogriera, Gonzalez, Grimm, the random player there, Sadi, Terrier, and then Da Costa there, although he's down on the bench, so you don't need him. And then final team is going to be Toulouse. They were so expensive last year, but they were decent last year, so they got some upgrades. They got a lot of gold players, and now they're a lot cheaper than they were last year. I remember completing this last year, I had to spend 20k on this guy here when he was a silver, but right now you can get him very, very cheaply. So, as you can see in terms of position changes, I've gone with a centre mid in the left mid position, and then I've gone with a goalkeeper in at left back. I believe this guy was a default attacking midfielder, but I converted him to centre mid and he worked pretty well there. And apart from that, everyone's in the right position. So we've got Lafont in goal, we've then got Amianadu, Diop, Julien, Guacha, Jean, Torvenen, Mbula, Boisgar, Gradel and Delort finishing off the team. And in return for that, we get a 15k pack, and that is going to complete this Edinson Cavani SBC. As you guys can see, there we go, Ligue 1 Conforama SBC is complete. And we get Cavani 90 rated, as well as 22,500 coins right there. So we're going to quickly go ahead, take a look at some of the stats you're getting with Cavani. 90 rated overall, he's 6 foot tall. He's got 98 attack positioning, 88 finishing, 91 shot power, 90 volleys, 90 penalties, 83 long shots, 84 vision, 81 free kicks, 85 short passing. He's got 96 reactions to, decent agility, ball control, dribbling, composure, good aggression, stamina, jumping, decent strength as well, and really good heading. So overall, a pretty good card. I may do a player review on this in the near future if he is good, but if you do want to see that, let me know in the comments down below. But with all that out of the way, let's go on into the packs and see, hopefully, what we get and see if we can get some coins back from this. I spent about 100k as I invested a huge amount into these, so I got these cards so cheaply, it probably cost me about 100k to do the whole SBC. If you're completing it, it's probably going to be about 300k from scratch, so I'm looking to get 100k back from these packs. I'm not sure if we can do it. If we can, that'll be awesome. Let's go on into them. So these are in a completely random order. We're going to start off with a 7.5k pack. If we can get, let's say, 5 drop downs from these, I think I'll be happy. First pack is not a drop down. First pack is not a drop down, but if we can get, I'd say 5 drop downs and then like maybe an inform or a walkout, one of those, that would be great. Or any type of special card, really, doesn't really matter. I'm just going to skip through these bad packs. You never know, we might get some players who are worth a bit because of these SBCs, especially with some of the silver packs, you never know. Next we've got a 15k pack. I'm going to skip through these apart from the big packs just because I'm not expecting much from them, and we've got so many to open, it's going to take a lot of time. We get a few coin boosts though, not too bad there. I'll take those. Next up then, what have we got? Have we got a big pack? No, we've got another 15k, and then we move on to some 25k packs too. So what do we get from here? Skip this again. I won't skip the 25ks. We get an inform, Lang. That's not bad. I'll take that. I said I wanted an inform. We've already got one, like in my 3rd pack or 4th pack. So that's not too bad there. Nothing really there. I was checking that player was in the championship. He isn't. 15k pack then. I'll skip this, and this will be the last of the big packs that I'll skip. Because we missed an inform. That counts as a drop down too. We get Zapata in that pack. Nothing really there. Any duplicates? Defoe. I don't know if Renato Sanchez sells. I'll send him over to the transfer list in case he does. Here we go then. 25k pack. Let's see what we can get. Let's see. We get a drop down. That was a white flare. Is that an inform? No. I think the lighting was just weird. Spain. Centre mid. Arsenal. It's Cazorla. It can be Isco. It can be Iniesta, Thiago. And then I think the one non-walkout is Cazorla, and it's just always Cazorla. So do we get anyone else in the pack? Digne, Sousa, not really. No duplicates in that pack. 2 more 25k packs to go. Give me another drop down. I think we're on 3 now overall. We don't get a drop down in that pack. Give me someone like Martial, Rashford, Jesus, Vardy, Viviano. We get Gustavo though. He'll go for a little bit because of the SBC. I think he's like 2k or so. Next up then, another rare gold 25k pack. Drop down? No, we don't even get a drop down again. We do not get a drop down. Instead, we get Bormengart-Linga. Wow, that is an awful pack. 3 players, and none of them are even over 80. That is a really bad pack. Got the 45k packs. I'm going to save those till last. I'll go through these premium Electrum players packs and all these Electrum packs now. Because you never know, you can sometimes get really good players in here, but you do get silvers, which can also sell for a good amount. I'm not sure. I'll check the prices of all these cards afterwards, but right now, don't really have time for that. So here we go. Let's just skip through these packs. Let's skip them. Just because if not, this video is going to get dragged out and it's going to last way too long, which I'm sure you guys don't really want. We get a player from Houston Dynamo. I don't think he'll sell. Some of those players from random leagues are just because people are investing for future league SBTs like this. I'll save those 45k packs till the end, and I won't skip those. But for now, just going to skip through these packs, get them done quickly, as I'm not expecting much from them, especially the silver packs. They're getting instantly skipped. Although I have seen someone pack Ronaldo in a silver pack, so you never know, that could happen. Probably not though. Krakowiak and Mangala, I'll send them to the transfer list just in case. What do we have there? We've got some. Oh, we've got those small rare gold mixed packs, whatever they're called. They're new packs for the game, and you can get some really good stuff in there. So we get some silvers. We get a left mid who I think I used him in one of the SBCs. I think he goes for a lot. No, he doesn't. He's like 2k. I mean, it's better than nothing. It's better than nothing. I will take that. I'll sell him on later on. A few more silver packs and prime mixed players packs. All those new random packs as well. And then obviously the big 45ks too. So we get Raphael from Napoli. Nothing else in that pack. Moon as a duplicate. Prime mixed players packs. We get 6 rares, but this is like, I think, bronzes and silvers and golds. We get Cavani. That's a walkout. I skipped that. I should not have skipped that. We get Cavani though, which is mad because I traded him in. Well, I didn't trade him in. I get the Cavani card from the SBC. I'm going to stop skipping packs now. I never skip packs normally, and then I skip one, and I get Cavani, who's, I think, is he a walkout? I think he is a walkout. So we've got an inform and a walkout so far. I will take that. It's not bad. We get Fekir as well, who probably goes for a bit. That's a decent pack. We get Hernandez too. Of the 3 rare gold players to get, we get 3 really good ones. And that, yeah, it is a walkout because it has that high rated players thing. So, no skipping packs in future. We've got probably the 5 best packs now to open. Let's see. We get a drop down. It's going to be a gold card, I think. Yeah, gold card. Greece. Send back. B Socrates. Who? Oh, not Greece. Uruguay. Uruguay. Wow, why did I think that was Greece? Of course, that's Uruguay. Could have been Godin as well, actually. I got trolled without thinking about it because I wasn't thinking that was the right flag. I thought that was going to be Socrates or Manolas, but Jimenez in the end. If we go there, another one of these. I think we're at like 4 or 5 drop downs, so that's what I wanted from the beginning. We get another drop down there. It's another gold card. What is it going to be? Italy. Centre back. Who's it going to be? Barzagli. Barzagli. Could have been Chiellini, but still Barzagli's not bad. 85. I think he's like 6 or 7k, maybe a little bit more. Asensio as well. And Falcao. What a pack. We get 2 84s. How much are these cards? They're still like 4k or so. They were going for like 6k a few days ago. And Asensio as well. He's like 5k. That's a decent pack. That's like 20k back. So these packs are actually really good. These small prime gold players packs. They haven't ever been available in the store. They're only available from SBCs and from... Yeah, I think it was the Flash SBCs we got some of these. And you got some decent awards in there. We get Sansone. We get Abraham. Nothing decent in there. think we've got 2 packs to go now, is it? Yeah, 2 45Ks. Gonna let these run out and see what we can get. We've got an inform and a walkout though. I think Cavani's a walkout. I never get good packs in like the big packs that I build up the hype for. Always happens with the marquee matchup packs. Get good stuff in all of them, apart from like the best pack. We get Danny Rose, and that's it in that pack. I'm not sure if he sells for much. And then the final 45k pack, give me an icon. I've opened so many packs this year and not got an icon. At least give me a drop down. We get a drop down. There we go. It's a gold card. It is a gold card. Who's it going to be? Goalkeeper, is that Oblak? Yes, Oblak. Is that another walkout? 88. 2 walkouts. I think Cavani's a walkout. I will take that. I have no idea how much he sells for as a keeper. Probably not much, but it's an 88 rated player. 2 walkouts and an inform from these SBC packs. That is awesome. We've made a lot of coins back. As I said, I spent about 100k on this, so getting 2 walkouts back. I mean, Cavani, was he like 30k? How much is Oblak? We get Perrin, Jimenez, Rose. That's a decent pack. How much is Oblak? 80k, 48, 46. It's like 40k. That's awesome. 40k. I actually think I've made profit from this SBC. If you include the coins you get, I've made profit and I've got myself Cavani. So that is awesome. I'm going to list them up right now for 45k. Right there. Send the rest of the cards to the club. And that is awesome. I think we've made profit from this. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. Hopefully this video will help you out to complete the SBC a lot cheaper. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in my next video. Take care.